Hi guys, welcome to my unboxing for Amazon. I ordered a bunch of stuff. I figured it'd be cool to kind of do an unboxing to show everybody what I got. Maybe give some reviews and such, or maybe reasons why I purchased items. Just so you guys can get an idea of what my interests and stuff are. First package we got is going to be calcium and protein. So these are flakes that you would put in a fish tank or a shrimp tank. For example, my whole reason that I purchased this is I have freshwater shrimp, Neocaridina shrimp to be exact. And I have some Nearite snails as well. There we go. So this is from Cats Aquatics. These, I'm going to try to take this off without having them spill out everywhere. So they're basically just little pieces of calcium. And they break pretty easily. You can see it there. And basically you just toss a few in the tank. And it's going to basically help with their shells for the snails. And then the calcium is also going to help the shrimp. So the shrimp, freshwater shrimp, for maybe those who don't have shrimp, the nice thing is with freshwater shrimp is they're real fun to watch. They can be in smaller tanks. I have a 5-gallon tank. And then I have a pleco in there. And a few of the Nearite snails. The nice thing is about Nearite snails do not breathe in fresh water. So you're not going to have a million eggs. You're not going to have a bunch of snails everywhere. So they don't breed at all in fresh water. They only breed, I believe, is going to be in not hard water. It's something in between. I can't think of it off the top of my head. So I do apologize for that. But I have a 5-gallon tank. I've got about 20 shrimp. And the calcium actually basically helps them shed the exoskeleton so that they can get larger. And then it also helps with breeding as well. So that's the calcium chips. These are shrimp candy sticks. They're called shrimp kebabs, basically. It's a premium food for freshwater shrimp. These are from liquidgardens.com. Again, these are all purchased through Amazon. So basically you're going to take the stick, you're going to put it in the aquarium substrate, and then the shrimp are basically going to swarm around it and then eat it. So it basically is dried algae, there's mulberry leaf powder, pea protein, there's kelp, nettle leaf, and dried spinach. So basically you'll take them, you'll put the substrate up to about here, and you'll just stick it in there, and then I would say you leave it in for about 24 hours. Whatever they don't eat, I would take out and toss. Otherwise, they could go bad on you. All right. These are mulberry leaves from Jor, J-O-R. They are dried mulberry leaves. It helps also reduce the pH levels. So if your pH is really high for your shrimp, you can put a few of these in your tank. It's supposed to help with the exoskeleton again with the calcium. And then it does have vitamins, fibers, and minerals in it. And then it also helps the shedding process so that they don't get stuck inside their shell. So according to this, you would just add 1 leaf for every 5 gallons of aquarium water. You're going to allow the leaf to expand in water for about 3 to 5 minutes. If you want a quicker sinking leaf, you can boil the leaf for a few minutes in a pot of water. So I give you guys an idea. You can see what the mulberry leaves are. My shrimp love this stuff. So it's real tiny stuff. But that's what it is. They're basically dried, and then you just throw them in the tank. So 1 leaf for every 5 gallons. All right. Then we got this. I believe we're going to find out here in a second because fortunately, I can't remember everything that I order, which is kind of sad because we do order a lot of stuff from Amazon. I remember, not sure how all of you think, but I remember when we first found out about Amazon Prime, and I was like, we're not going to spend $150 in a year on stuff. What are we going to spend that stuff on? Well, I can tell you that if I need something, I will first go to Amazon, and if I can't find it on Amazon, then I'll have to order it on the website. All right. So these are for our 3D printer. So we have a 3D printer, and the 3D printer is an enclosed printer. It's an Anycubic Cobra S1. It also has the Anycubic Ace Pro, so it can print up to 4 colors. So this is basically a HEPA filter, and this will fit on the inside of the 3D printer to help basically get a lot of the smells out of the 3D printer so that that smell does not get into the air that we're breathing and everything. So it's basically like a HEPA air filter for your 3D printer. So we bought 2 of them. One, I believe, will last you about 6 months, depending on how much you print. And then you would just put this whole entire thing directly into the 3D printing box that's in the 3D printer itself. So that's that. This is going to be biofilm. This is actually pretty cool. These are complete biofilm bags from Lubao. This is on Amazon as well. There are 5 bags per pack in here. And then basically it's going to help boost breeding rates. It's going to stimulate any shrimp pregnancies and egg laying. It'll provide essential vitamins for growing shrimp and babies. It's going to give them the biofilm for them to feed on. They basically feed on biofilm, algae, and then real tiny particles that float in the water. So it's also going to boost beneficial bacteria and improve water quality. So basically it's for crystal shrimp, Neocaridina, which is what I have, adult shrimp, baby shrimp, red cherry shrimp, and Caridina. Caridina shrimp are a little bit harder to keep. If you've never had shrimp before, you'll probably want to go with Neocaridina first until you can kind of like learn. It's going to give you that beneficial bacteria. Everything's all natural, so there's no fillers in it. Basically, you're going to use 1 pack for 30 liters or 8 gallons. So since I have a smaller tank, they suggest that I actually open up the bag and cut a proportional portion of it and then directly add it to your tank. It's best to use in tanks with 50 shrimp or more. So if you don't have 50 shrimp or more, they suggest opening a bag and then actually cutting it directly and opening it up. So of course, I didn't slice it enough. So I gotta use my scissors. There we go. All right. All right, here are this is how big the bags are. So they're not even that big. So this amount would serve for 8 gallons. So basically I would need to cut the bag open, and then I would just dump like probably a half a bag in basically the tank. So that again is Lubao bags, and those are the biofilm bags. All right, next one is going to be the Shrimp Snack Snowflakes. This is from Glass Garden. It's a really great company. It's a German company. They have a really unique way with these. So this is basically snack or food for your shrimp. So some people just buy the pellets, which you can. These are actually pellets as well. But if you look on their website, it's very unique. So this is basically what they look like. They remind me of what you get like for hamster food. So these are going to be like little pieces, and they're called snowflake because when they sit in the water, maybe for the first 5 minutes or so, they're going to go from looking like this to looking almost like a snowflake or kind of like whipped cream consistency almost. But they don't get stuck in the water. They don't make your water clarity have issues or anything like that. So it's a good little snack for them instead of just throwing in vegetables. I tried cucumber. We lost power, got distracted, forgot about it, left it overnight for 24 hours, and I ended up killing my whole entire shrimp colony because I left the vegetable in the water too long. So I try not to do that anymore. Alright, so that was bag number 1. We have a total of 3 bags. Well, technically 3 bags. Alright. Bag number 2. This is a handicap placard. Well, I should say it's a holder for your handicap placard. So you basically would put your handicap placard in here, in the top sleeve, and then you can hang it. It's got a little hanger here, so you can hang it around your glove box, or if you prefer, it does have the handles on it, so you can put it on your sun visor, and then you basically hook it up there, and when you don't need it, it's hooked away, and when you do need it, you just flip it out, and basically it'll show this so that you don't have to hang it around your rear view mirror. So it's an option. What I had before is I got a clear bag, but the bag was way too big for it, so when it would sit in the sun, it basically would just crumble up. And this is from Yoyar. So that was the other Amazon purchase I got for my handicap pass. So this is going to be a toolkit. And this toolkit is for our 3D printer. So you can imagine how much cleaning there is for a 3D printer. So there's a bunch of stuff in here. So it's just a little bag. Alright, so we've got some different items in here. These are 25, 40, 50, and 60 millimeter basically springs. You can actually, might be hard to see those, but you can basically put those in your cleaning tubes. Ouch. Yeah, and they're also very sharp. You can use them for the cleaning tubes or anything like that. And then There's a few of them here. We got a pair of tweezers. Those are also very helpful to pull apart or take any of the filament that gets stuck. Here is a flattened end pair of tweezers for the same reason. We've got a modeling or a putty knife that's got the knife basically on it with an extra blade. These are going to be the larger ones. These are going to be 40 and 50 millimeter. There's 10 of each in there. These are going to be the brass ones as well for your 35 to 50 millimeters. There you go. And then we've got a couple of wire brushes. So the wire brushes are always helpful for basically cleaning the 3D print heads. And then sometimes if any of the items or screws were to get rusted, you can clean those off as well. So that is that. All right, and then this one, this box here, I had to get 2 boxes because of how they ship them. So these are Argyle. Now you could get any brand that you possibly want, but these are 100 pack of hard card sleeves and 100 soft sleeves. So these are for sports cards. So I do sports card shows on Whatnot, where I basically do breaks. So I basically buy boxes of cards and then I sell the teams to customers. They buy a team for a certain amount of price, and then you go through the box, and if you pull a Chicago Bears card, whoever had the Bears gets to keep those cards, and then I mail them to them. So I put them in sleeves, and then we put them in top loaders, and then we mail them out to the customers. So got 2 boxes of those. And then the last box is this one here. It's going to be quite large, so let me go ahead and open it here. So we have a laptop, and we realize that the laptop, when it sits on our lap, of course, gets super hot. So we ended up getting a laptop board that basically is going to solve that problem. It's got a couple of cool features on it, so I figure I'd just share it with you guys. Get this all unboxed here for you. Alright, so here is the laptop. It's from Lap Gear. There is the tag from Lap Gear. They are actually made in the United States, Arlington, Texas. It's 100% polyester, so everything's spot clean. And the nice thing is that they have a spot for the computer to sit on, so it won't like slide forward or anything. And then there is also a mouse feature, which is here, so you can have your mouse on here and not have to worry about it getting caught on the table. And then up above, it has a spot for your phone. So you can actually set your phone on an angle, and it'll basically keep your phone standing up. Depending on how big your phone is, it could actually fit it horizontally. My phone personally will not fit horizontally, I don't think. because it's an iPhone 16, but my husband's iPhone 13 will probably fit on there. And then it does have a handle on it. So there is the back of it. It's got a sturdy handle, basically for carrying it if you want to carry it. And then it's got the bumpers, one here and then one here. So that is our Amazon unboxing. I appreciate you guys joining and watching the video today. If you like these videos and you want to see more in the future, just hit the subscribe button and like. And we will do more unboxing as we get more Amazon orders for stuff around the house. I also do sports card shows, like I mentioned, on Whatnot. My Whatnot handle is SoxFan26. That's SOXFAN 26. I do card breaks on Whatnot. But I also do on my YouTube channel. I'm going to start opening boxes and actually like ripping boxes and then opening them for you guys to watch, if that's something that you guys like watching. Otherwise, what we do is my husband and I travel around the country, and anytime we go somewhere, like yesterday we went to the Milwaukee Zoo, so we did a video on that. But we've also done videos in our home park, which is Six Flags Great America. We have done Holiday in the Park videos, Cedar Point, and then Holland, Michigan, and other places. So if that's something that you like to watch, please go ahead and follow and subscribe. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a great day.